Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol PLTR. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. I'm not sure what I mean by 30-minute. I do offer an explanation video at that link. Well, another very rough day on this one, although an interesting setup here moving forward. First I'm going to do here, just to not create confusion because there's lines and clutter everywhere, is I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these couple of lines because, like I said, the main dynamics here are really just two key levels. So as far as the first dynamic that needs to be just talked about, nothing fancy here, just a basic foundational rule in technical analysis, which states when levels of support are broken and closed below, they tend to act as resistance. So $27, we'll get to that later on, but I want to now kind of skip to what I find a very interesting dynamic here. And the dynamic here is just the fact that the price has really just started to go sideways in a very tight range, with the bottom of that range being right there around $24.75. Now, don't get me wrong, and I wish I could say trading was this easy, but just because the price gap down and then started to go sideways in a very tight range does not mean that for sure guaranteed this is the bottom and some sort of bounce is coming. However, my point here is it's at least it's at least a rational thought to be having that, hey, you know what? Maybe just maybe the bottom here is finally trying to form, and maybe just maybe this thing is getting ready to bounce back upwards. And if the price does start to bounce back upwards, that's again where this level here at 27 comes into play, because this will be a good kind of question answer in terms of, okay, yeah, the price is bouncing, but I mean, is there really any sort of true power, genuine strength behind it, or is it just some sort of knee-jerk reaction? And that'll be a good level to help answer that question. I mean, if the price gets up there and then just blows up through it, okay, at that point, it would make a whole lot of sense to be saying, okay, it's looking like this bounce has a whole lot of strength. But I mean, if the price gets up there and then starts to tiptoe around, at that point, you'd want to be a lot more skeptical of it. So keep an eye on the 27, assuming the price does bounce. Now, this could all be wiped away if the price just blasts down through 24.75. At that point, that would no longer be having the price go sideways. It would be putting in a new low. So, from a common sense standpoint, well, of course, at that point, it would no longer be the bottom. But yeah, definitely an interesting setup here headed into Friday. So let's see what happens with it. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.